It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1 between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Gun. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this one's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. He's got room at the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Hey, can.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
On third down, Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. A good hold of these red conditions. The play after's up and going. It's now 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 21. Our first carry for the second-year man, it's Najee Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On second and 12, Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Pickett to his tight end, Freiermuth, for the Steeler first. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
First down, and they go back to Harris.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 28. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
From the 4, it's second and a couple. They run again with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Devin Bush sprinting behind the line to track down the ball carrier.
They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block anyone at the line of scrimmage. They can get up to the second level and create some space.
48 yards on the ground for him so far.
I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash.
McPherson's kick is good.
They take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
Ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Pickett back to throw.
And he's got some space here.
Pickett slides down and he picks up the 1st.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. 2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7 our score. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down.
Buying time is left. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Forced out to his left.
Throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41.
Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40.
When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's when you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half. Burrow looking to pass. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
2nd down and goal.
Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett.
He finds Austin complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
On second down, this is Harris. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Third and long for Pickett. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First and 10, here's Pickett. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Pickett, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Pickett will look to throw it here. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold it. Let's get the ball back for us.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Burrow will throw. A throw for Burrow, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. Pickett.
Complete. It's Johnson.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So third down. They need to get to the 28 for a first.
Pickett. He'll look to throw it. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
In what many term as a down year for rookie quarterbacks, the Steelers took Pickett 20th overall because they knew him better than any other quarterback in the draft. They consider him the most pro-ready passer in the class. He's got plenty.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you're giving up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And getting this just shy of midfield, he'll spot it at the 49. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They go play action with Burrow. And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down.
Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Burrow's throw going to be caught by Boyd.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Mixon with a first down carry. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Mixon trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So that's CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. McPherson on for the point after. And he pushed it right. It's no good. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Pickett sets up play action. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Now it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Back to Mixon on second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Here's Austin. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Looking to throw here. Pickett.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. That's the flyer move.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Finding room at midfield.
20.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that was...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ballgame is now officially over. Well, this was not just the